Hi, welcome to my channel. This is the first part of a series of videos of a 1966 Honda S-90 rebuild. By no means is this at the beginning of the venture of rebuilding this bike. Partway through the tear down, some rebuild, the engine stuff's already been done. So I'll just try to catch you up a little bit on how all that's been going. The frame here, it's all been repainted. I just installed the wiring harness yesterday that I bought on eBay. Get it all figured out because this bike didn't have single lights, but I wanted to have single lights. So, anyways, that's been installed. So I'm going to try to put the engine in today. But about the engine is it was totally stripped down. There was a gear in the transmission that was split, which I don't know how it split, but anyways, I had to buy new gear. That was a bit of a learning curve because there's two types of shafts. I think it was a second gear shaft in the transmission. There's a coarse spline and a fine spline. So of course I bought the wrong one first. I can't remember which is which now. So due to throughout a serial number change out, they changed the spline of that shaft. So anyhow, I had to grind the old shaft to get the gear off, and I guess that was the most in-depth problem with the case, or the transmission. So I put a new half case in there, new rings, and just reworked the cylinder head and all that, new gasket of course. Same clutch pack and all that stuff. Of course, I had new shaft, new kickstart, which is very common to strip out. So I got a new kickstart shaft for it, and gas, so on. So anyway, this is all ready to go. I even put oil in there just to make sure nothing was leaking, and make sure nothing was leaking, gasket wise, and so on. Then you see some parts here that's been painted. New headlight bucket there, and that's the tail light assembly, and this is a cover, of course, of the battery, which is a very and then we got the stand here, which I painted yesterday, still sticky in the cold weather. Of course it's not. So here's the paint. So I painted it myself. So this is a Seco Harvester Red, it's called, anyway, which is very close to the Honda, and more of a darker red, true red that I like. So that's what I'm going with the color there. The new bearings in the triple tree there, the shaft, steering shaft, new lock. Of course, keys. I had no keys for this thing, so I just bought a separate key from the ignition, which is already installed. I just kind of hung this stuff up here after I painted it in September, or a couple months ago. So I'm going to take it now, and there's the engine mounting bolts here, 1, 2, and 3. Missing a bolt, one twisted off, so I'm just going to use 2 here today and put that frame on the engine. So new rectifier, signal light switch, horn switch, and so on. Some miscellaneous parts there, the old ignition. I damaged the fork taking it apart, so I got a new fork there. You can see there's three fork tubes or whatever. Fuel tank. I use salt and vinegar to clean the fuel tank, clean the rust out of it, and that seems to work very good. I got some oil in there now for the winter. Here's new front wheel, new front tire, rim protection, the band, and the tube protector and tube. So tire, tube, the whole. Here's the old wiring harness, which is a little different now. And as they say, and I found some in the internet, it said the year of the bike is on the harness, and sure enough, 1966 right there. Because this bike was sold to me as a 69, which if you're watching this, you're interested in these bikes, you know that from 64 to 69, there's no real difference in the bike, other than a fender or some some minor stuff. It's the same bike pretty much. And the only thing that determined the year was when it was sold, based on the dealership whenever they bought it. So essentially, they can buy a bike. They can buy 10 bikes in 1964, and if the last one sold in 66 or 69, then it's called 1969, even though it was built in 64. That's from what I've been told. That's the way it was back then. Now it's different with 17-digit serial numbers. So. Okay, that's it for this episode. Please like, share, comment. You can ask any questions down in the comments, and I'll do my best to try to answer them along the way. Stay tuned for more episodes of this bike rebuild. Thank you.